All right, this is Miss Morrell. We're going to do 3-3 concept of solving two-step equations with tiles. So if you can grab one of these bags of tiles, this one is going to be really important to actually touch and feel. So you want one of these bags. It's in the back. If you're in my room, if you're in Mr. Tyson room or Mr. Sayers or Meslam, where their stuff is, 'cause I don't know. All right, so positive variable. Remember the variable is going to be this guy. So positive variable is the green side. The negative variable is the red side. And then positive one is the tan side. And negative one is the red side. Okay? So that's just what we want to keep in mind. I'll keep that up there for the first two, just so we can remember. All right. So this one I'm going to draw a line down the equal sign. And I'm going to first set it up with my tiles. So I have 2x, and they're positive. It's positive 2. So I'm going to start with positive 2x on this side. And I have a plus 1. So plus 1. On the other side, I have positive 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I could start by doing what we did in last circuit, where I kind of split these evenly between the two x's. But I'm still going to have this positive 1 left over. So before I split them up into just the x's, I'm going to get rid of this positive 1. To get rid of a positive 1, I'm going to take it away because I have positives over here. So if I take one away, take one away. Okay? Now that I'm left with just two x's, now I can split them up. So we do 1 on top, 1 on bottom, 1 on top, 1 on bottom, top, bottom. So I can see that each x lines up with 3 positives. So x is going to equal 3. All right, so the way that we did that, try it. I had 2 x's and a positive 1. And then over here I had 7 positives. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got rid of one of the positives, so I get rid of one of the positives. So then when I split it up, I know that each x was equal to 3 positives. So it's 2 steps here. That's why it's called two-step equation. First thing to do is get the x's by itself. First step. Second step is to then split it up. Okay? All right, next one. I was going to leave that up there, but I forgot. Okay. I can draw a line down the equal sign. I'm going to set it up so I have negative 1 on this side. I have 3 b's on this side, and it's positive. What's freaking out? All right, so negative 1 on the left side. On the right side, I'm going to have 3 b's, so 3 variables. 1, 2, 3. And then I have negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. To get rid of the 4 negatives, we're going to do that 0 pair where I put in the 4 positives. So if I put 4 positives in on the right side to get rid of them, I'm going to do 4 positives on the left side also. So we have to do the same thing on both sides. 3, 4. Okay. When I have a positive and a negative, I can put them together and then take them away. Okay, so here I started with a negative 1. I added 4 to both sides. And now I'm going to do 0 pair. So positive and negative, take it away. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So now I'm left with just the x's and positives. So I'm going to split them up evenly. So for each x, you only get 1. So x is equal to 1. B. B is the variable. So b equals 1. Whatever the variable is, all the same. All right, so let's draw that. So to start out, we're going to set it up. So this is our first step. So I had negative 1 here. I had 3 b's, 1, 2, 3, and 4 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4. To get rid of the negatives, we added in positives. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I did it on one side, I have to do it on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0 pair is gone. 0 pair, 0 pair, 0 pair, 0 pair. So for my second step, what we did was we reorganized it so that my B's were separated. So I had B, B, B. And I took each of these positives and I divided them out. I gave it to each one. I split it up. So one for the B here, one here, and one here. We only had 3 total, so each B only gets 1 positive. We look across. So B equals positive 1. All right, so next one, I have negative 3y plus 2 equals negative 10. So I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to start with negative 3y. So this time we're using the red side because it's negative. Okay, plus 2, so plus a positive 2. And then a negative 10. So 1, 2, red side for the negative. 2, 3, 4, whoops. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Again, I want to think about splitting them up, but if I split them all up into these x's, I would still have these 2 positives left over. So I need to get rid of those. So to get rid of positives, I'm going to add in negatives. So because I have 2 positives, I'm going to add in 2 negatives. But if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 negatives here, 2 negatives here. Now I look at my 0 pairs, positive, negative, take it away, positive, negative, take it away. Over here they're all negative, so they're going to stay negative. So we don't have any 0 pairs, I won't take any away. I'm going to split up my y's, and then I'm going to take these and distribute them. I'm going to divide them up, split them into groups. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So each one would be 1, 2, 3, 4 negatives. Now what's important to remember is that these were negatives, so it's negative y equals negative 1, 2, 3, 4. But we don't like the negative there, so remember we flip. So if I flip the variable, I flip my numbers. So it would be positive y equals positive 4. Okay, to get there we flipped. All right, so to draw that out, we start with 3 negative y's. So negative y, negative y, negative y. We had positive 2, so positive, positive. Over here we had 10 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I then needed to get rid of these positives because they were on the same side as my y's. So to get rid of positives, I added negatives. But if I did 2 on one side, I had to do 2 on the other side. I then look at my 0 pairs, and those are going to be gone. Okay, that was my first step. So now my second step, I'm going to divide those negative y's out. So I have a negative y, negative y, negative y. Okay, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to split these 12 into these 3 y's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So each negative y was equal to negative 4, which is where we got that answer. Negative y equals negative 4. And then we flip it, so it's positive y, positive 4. All right, one more example together. All right, I start with positive 10 on the right side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I have negative 5 x's, so I'm going to start with 5 reds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I also have a negative 5. This one's going to get kind of crowded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can't split these up yet, because if I did, I'd still have these 5 left over that I would have to get rid of. So I'm going to get rid of these 5 first. To get rid of negative 5s, I would add positive 5s. And if I put 5 positives on the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5. A 5, then I'm going to do it on the other side, I'm sorry. Well, you guys can see what was happening in this room right now. Alright, now I do my 0 pairs. So 0, 0, whoops, 0, 0, 0. Alright, then I'm going to split this up, and I'm going to give each of these to each one and divide it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each x is equal to 3 positives, but this is a negative x. So negative x equals 3 positives. But I don't like the negative x, so we are going to flip, which means that the negative flips to a positive, and the positive will flip to a negative. Okay, so we're going to draw that. You might not have enough tiles, and that's okay. That's because I only put 20 tiles in there, and so you might not have enough. So positive 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Negative 5 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first thing we got rid of was these 5 negatives because they were on the same side as the x's. So to get rid of 5 negatives, we put in 5 positives. 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I do it on one side, I have to do it on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I look at 0 pairs. Okay, there's no 0 pairs over here, so that stays as it is. I have 5 negative x's. 1. So now I'm going to line them up. And I'm going to give each of these plus signs to each of those positives. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 plus signs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So negative x is equal to positive 3, but we don't like the negative x, so we flipped it. Alright, you're going to try this out on the back side, and then you'll take a picture for your practice check. So try drawing it out. I know it's a little confusing, so ask for help if you need it. That's it.